A family was kicked out of a short-term rental they were staying in after a fire displaced them from their home. And their case highlights a potential gray area about firearms and rental properties in Texas. KXAN's Brianna Hollis has this in-depth report.
That's what they did. They threw us out like we were trash.
Judy and Eugene Morales were forced out of their home last year when a fire ripped through their house.
So we're staying at the Airbnb because of the fire.
But it's what happened in the coming weeks that really tested them.
From the first day that we checked in, we started having some concerns.
The Moraleses, who are parents, say the rental house wasn't in as safe of an area as advertised, and they had an incident with someone nearby who made them feel unsafe. They brought these concerns to the Airbnb host.
At that time, I did let him know that our family does carry. I was not carrying at that time. My husband carries.
And therein, the discussion of the firearm is the crux of the issue. The Moraleses say they abruptly got kicked out of their Airbnb shortly after that conversation and forced to temporarily live in the RV outside of their burned home.
In that moment, we were shocked and
we didn't even think it was real at that point.
I asked the guy, "Are you kidding? Like, is this a joke?"
They said Airbnb wouldn't tell them why. When we asked Airbnb, a spokesperson said they couldn't tell us for safety reasons. Also citing safety reasons is why the company couldn't tell the Moraleses either. Airbnb did direct both us and the Moraleses to its firearm policy. And this is where the broader question of firearms and rental companies comes into play. Airbnb's policy says guests must, quote, obtain the host's consent ahead of check-in unless the host's listing description says firearms are allowed. A state law passed in 2019, however, gave tenants more power. The House Research Organization explains this as a law establishing that property owners, quote, could not prohibit a tenant from lawfully possessing, carrying, transporting, or storing a firearm or ammunition in the tenant's rental unit or leased premises. Airbnb says its policy aligns with, quote, applicable laws, and we found no explicit text about short-term rentals in the law itself, so we reached out to the primary lawmaker behind the bill. We've called and emailed since October, sometimes reaching someone who said they would get back to us, but have still yet to get our questions answered about whether the statute includes short-term rentals. Is it fair to say that this is a complicated question to answer?
It's very fair to say.
We took the conundrum to business and real estate attorney Jeff Kelly, who owns and runs the Kelly Legal Group in Austin.
Because what we have is we have legislation that specifically allows a firearm to be in possession of a tenant in a Chapter 92, which would be a residential unit, Chapter 93, which is a commercial unit. But then we also have separate individual contract rights of individuals that they're free to contract whichever way they want to.
When it comes to precedent, is there any?
Zero. I did a substantial amount of research to find out if there's been any case law that will try to equalize or explain this difference or this possibility, and there's zero case law out there.
So what happens if you were to go represent someone in a case like this? How would you even go about it?
Because it is what's called a case of first impression, you would file the lawsuit and then get through the trial court and then take it to the appeals court, because likely the defendant in this case, the Airbnb or whatever, would appeal that because there's no precedent. And then we would have to see which way the appellate court goes.
The Moraleses say they eventually got almost a full refund, receiving more than originally offered after we started asking Airbnb about the case. They also eventually got a new place to stay, but they say they felt left in the dark and treated unfairly.
Made to feel like nothing.
During one of the most difficult times of their lives. Brianna Hollis, KXAN News.
And we also reached out to the Attorney General's office for clarity on the law, but did not hear back.